Namaste and Grüß Gott. Well, coming across ICS is something I would say as right opportunity at the right time and of course at the right place. After finishing my master's in applied economics last year in October from University of Vienna, I went to my home country India, and in the meantime a dear friend of mine in Graz recommended me an article in Kleine Zeitung and Woche regarding the India focused program of ICS and the incoming business delegation trip to India. So I was very fascinated by the program, and that's why and also the related opportunities about the program. So that's why I decided to contact Mr. Karl Hartleb, and that's how my journey to ICS began. Well, overall, it was a great experience of joining the business delegation trip in New Delhi. It was very kind of Mr. Hartleb to introduce me to the participants of the business delegation in New Delhi. I got to know them and I learned about their companies, and I also met the team of Austrian Trade Commission in New Delhi, and I accompanied the delegation in visiting a few companies in New Delhi and the surroundings. So it was a great experience overall. Well, after completing my master's in applied economics, I was indeed looking for jobs, especially in my specialization. But I always wondered about a position where I can not only utilize my knowledge in economics, but also the Indian background that I have. As I think that the big asset that I have right now is the cross-cultural experience. You know, like the 2 years of experience, 2 years of cultural exposure in Austria with this Indian background and this master's degree in economics. So I thought it would be great to have an opportunity where I can combine all these three aspects of skills at one position. And now this becomes very relevant, especially in this program where the Styrian companies are looking to expand their operations or enter the Indian market. So after my internship at ICS, I would be looking forward to being a part of a company where I can contribute all of these skills to the very most, and also the company at the same time can benefit from me extensively. Well, initially I was given the task of getting an overview of the Indian economy, especially in the context of Indian states, like which Indian states are mostly contributing or driving the economic growth of India, in which industry sectors these states are strong at, and which states offer the most conducive business environment, whereby I looked into the business reforms action plan introduced by the government of India. Well, I had a great start at ICS. I got to know my wonderful colleagues and I learned about their duties and responsibilities. And apart from my work and responsibilities, which I mentioned, so I was part of some of the interesting events like the Startup Salon, like the Health Tech Hub, where I got to know and network with some of really interesting people and their ideas, especially the startup ideas. And so these are some of the very, I would say, the highlights of my 1 month experience at ICS. Well, as we all know that Styrian companies are known for their great know-how in green technology, in mobility, especially in automotive and rail systems. And there are some of the companies which are already active in India in these fields. But again, India is a very big market, and with its current pace of growth, I think that apart from these companies expanding their operations in India, I also think that there is a need for new companies to enter and target India-specific opportunities. For example, we all know that in India, waste management is a big problem, and this is something what India lacks significantly in. And in this context, the government of India already introduced a program called Waste to Wealth mission, which aims to scientifically process the waste and become a zero landfill and zero waste nation. So obviously there is a big need for technology providers in this regard. And secondly, the Prime Minister Modi a few months ago announced a scheme called Suryodaya Yojana, which aims to install rooftop solar panels to 10 million poor and middle class households in India. So these big investments in the renewable energy is also something to look out for. And I would also like to point out that opportunities are also available in the sector of measuring techniques and the weighing systems and weighing and equipment systems.